minute and 30 seconds away from the final game tonight. And this is the one the home fans have came to see. The host team, the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is the first time since 2002 that they are playing on home soil. So this should be a very excited time for all Virgin Islanders. Once again, this is Calvert White alongside the voice,
Kevin Shepard. And like you say, the home fans should be super excited, and I am super excited because 2002 we won the gold medal senior man national team, and now it's 2018, 16 years before we had high-level FIBA basketball in the Virgin Islands, and it's here again, and it's looking like it's here to stay right here in St. Thomas, USVI. Let's get it on, C. White.
just had an awesome opening ceremony by the president of FIBA, Mr. Usi Richards, unveiling the new cup with the new system that is going to be brought out here, where a lot of the countries are now going to be having home games to play in front of their home fans. So that should be very exciting. But right now, it's all about the home team, the U.S. Virgin Islands, taking the floor as they face Guatemala. Very experienced team, a lot of talent on this U.S. Virgin Islands team. They've played together a number of years, well coached. And they're going to have a big task ahead of them as we have to see how they're going to look, because we already saw in the previous game Puerto Rico, who look like they're here to win it all. Let's see what the U.S. Virgin Islands have.
Tap it off early. That's very good for our confidence, scoring the first 2 points.
And you're going to hear us call her name a lot. Natalie Day, the captain of the U.S. Virgin Islands national team. She is a ball player.
Virgin Islands is out man-to-man early. Guatemala to inbound. Virgin Islands stay man-to-man defense. Negate the pick. Missed the layup.
He blew that whistle yesterday. Actually, tomorrow. It was really, really late.
That was, I thought he was calling out of bounds because the shot hit the side of the backboard. But the official called a foul, so Guatemala at the line shooting 2.
Don't know too much about this Guatemala team, but
This really has been the first time I've seen them in terms of this high of a level. But, you know, they're in the same region as Mexico, so you know they're battle-tested in terms of pressure. Now they comes up with their own full-court pressure versus the Virgin Islands. Let's see how well the Virgin Islands handle it.
and let's see how they handle the pressure, because that's going to be
very well. And now it's a 2-on-1 break.
That's going to be key
And one.
going forward in this tournament, because as we know, Puerto Rico and Mexico are going to put a lot of pressure on a lot of these teams. So it's, you know, very impressive to see that on the first or second position, the Virgin Islands was able to break Guatemala full court press.
Well, we do have a very seasonal guard in Lanis Bao, and I want to wish her happy birthday. Today's her birthday.
Okay, today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Lanis.
And we also had Mookie, but Mookie currently is injured. So Lanis
Mookie,
will have
who I
to
call
bear.
the one-man fast break.
Yeah, with Mookie and Lanis, it's tough for any teams to pressure the Virgin Islands team. But Lanis is very savvy enough, a very good passer, very good floor general, good kick-ahead pass, good extra pass, and I call her the beast inside. She is tough on the boards. Good defense by Guatemala that time. 4-2 Virgin Islands.
Both teams feeling each other out right now. Virgin Islands in a man-to-man.
Guatemala puts up a 3, no good. Second chance opportunity. Once you shoot a lot of threes, a lot of long rebounds. 3-pointer is goodbye. Number 12 of Guatemala. And then once again, they go into their full court pressure.
Easily broken by the Virgin Islands team.
Nice pass. Lanis looks to shoot. No good, but the rebound is there by Day.
Natalie Day, all around, inside, outside, face the
Remember
basket.
the name, Natalie Day. She can do it all, people. Near steal. Guatemala with a wild shot. Virgin Islands now in transition, pushing the pace. Probably not the angle. Virgin Islands retain. 6-5 early. Out of bounds on for the Virgin Islands. There goes another offensive foul they see.
And I
The third
think
one
I've
for the
seen
day.
more offensive fouls tonight than I've seen my whole international career. As you don't usually get
You don't
FIBA
get these
officials to call
offensive
that.
fouls that easily in FIBA. They give you a little leeway in moving and setting these screens. As you just saw there. Velasquez with another long rebound. That's one thing the Virgin Islands will have to understand. Once they shoot a lot of threes, it's opportunities for long rebounds, see, and the guards have to help out on the boards.
Good move by the Guatemala forward, but she took a
Guatemala's
little
playing
bit too much steps.
Full court. Nobody's even playing back. There's an opportunity for a layup. Here goes Lanice Bow. Passing it over to the side. Oh, she can't guard her. She's tough.
Bao, another one of those players who could play inside and outside. Just an all-around athlete.
In everything. Another turnover by Guatemala again, a little erratic. Both teams just have to settle down. Early in the game, teams are a little nervous. Somebody got to go help out with the ball.
And it's amazing how we find some of these players. And I got to give a shout out to David Adole. He's kind of the guru when it comes to finding Virgin Islands players. He'll find a player underneath a rock. Once your grandparents or your parents is from here, he will find you.
There goes Lanice now, wide open for a jump shot to the top. Good. Happy birthday to you, mama.
Good pressure defense by the Virgin Islands team. Victoria Hamilton
All
picking
over.
up.
Vicky is all over. No air space like we were talking about. To Guatemala squad, they're handling it pretty well. Got to get that ball out. 2 against 1. Fouled by Guatemala. They had to kick that ball up just a split second early. Good start though, see? 8-5, VI by 3.
Virgin Islands looking good so far. A lot of pressure on the defensive end. Looking to push the ball forward.
Beautiful night right here in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. I know you're on the internet. You can come and visit us. Even if you're in Guatemala, we welcome you.
We open our arms to you.
One jibber pull up. Oh.
Tate is a very impressive player. She seems like she's one of those high energy players. She picks up, puts a lot of pressure on the ball. She pushes it.
Right now, Vicky, number 10 for the Virgin Islands, is jumping all passing lanes. She is selling out, going for all the steals.
Got to be careful on a team that can shoot good threes, because if you don't get that steal, they're going to make you pay.
Yep. Against good teams, when you miss steals, it's going to be 5 against 4. It's a lot of pressure on the defense. Good help defense that time by Day. Like he said, she does everything. Out of bounds on the 4 second on the shot clock, see? Guatemala taking it out. I don't know if Guatemala know about the time. Oh, she does. Not a good defensive stance that time by the VI. Oh, the break was open. But the lane is still open. Nice
great pass by Tate.
Nice pass. That was beautiful. Pocket pass right there. Fundamentally sound. Picture perfect.
And this Virgin Islands team is not one of the tallest teams in this tournament, but definitely they're one of the feistiest. As you can see, they got a lot of athletes on their team. They're going to be all over this floor.
And very athletic. Also, the IQ is very high. They understand how to play. A lot of these young ladies played in the major college ball in the United States, so they're well trained. 12-7. Virgin Islands by 5. Virgin Islands in blue, Guatemala in white. Guatemala go through their offensive set. A three-pointer is up, no good. And a player control foul on number 13 for Guatemala. Virgin Islands ball. Guatemala still trying to play the pressure game full court, but once you play that game, once that full court is beaten, it's opportunity for a layup. Here goes Lanis now at the left side. Oh. Well, like I say with FIBA, you got to learn to adjust. See, some games is physical, some games is a little.
Victoria
just got to
Hamilton,
adjust.
Victoria Hamilton in the post trying to get that post position, and the referee thought that she had an advantage and tried to clear out, called an offensive foul on her.
Nice spin move. Too strong on the layup opportunity. Nice kick ahead. Look how strong she is. Strong like bull. Beautiful move. That's what you will see with the BI
if I
team.
was watching the guys play, I would say that's a grown man move. But since it's the opposite, I have to say that's a grown woman move.
Yeah, that's a grown woman right there. That was strong. I'm telling you, Vicky is selling out the passing lane. She is going for it.
Tate looked like she wanted that contact. In basketball, we would say she got Debo'd.
Yes. They're calling it a little touchy. You got to be careful now. So now the players of the Virgin Islands has to adjust. It's just the nature of FIBA. Some games are physical. Some games are extremely physical. Others, you just got to adjust.
Well, you got to know your personnel. It's obviously that this referee, this officiating crew, it's a lot more lax and is not going to allow the players to push and grab. So like you said, you just got to adjust and kind of tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, because the first two games, I thought we saw a couple WCW moves, WWFs. Good. Guatemala is staying full with their full court. You want you to keep an eye on number 13 for the Virgin Islands. She can flat out shoot that basketball. Oh, Lanis is aggressive on her birthday today. She is feeling it today.
Beautiful looking jump shot.
One dribble,
pull
no
up.
hesitation.
That's a big time move.
Here comes Guatemala spreading it around, but they're doing everything off of dribble penetration. That's a tough shot. Good lay. Everything off of dribble penetration right now. Virgin Islands just have to maintain.
Another offensive foul. Yeah, it's obvious that this crew is not going to allow you to use your hands to get any kind of position down in the post. Players are going to have to use their body and their legs a lot more to get that position.
And this is where your discipline in terms of mental toughness comes into the game. Now you have 7 minutes into the game, basically. You have seen what the refs are calling. Now it's time to adjust. Adjust your game and keep playing. Another dribble penetration. Right now, the Virgin Islands, we're not doing a good job in containing the dribble penetration.
Keegan, I got to be impressive. I'm a little impressed with this Guatemala team as they don't look to seem to be razzled by this U.S. Virgin Islands team.
No, they're not. They're playing the home team, and they came to play. Good ball movement. Oh, nice fake. Very nice fake.
Tate is a handful.
Out of bounds under for the Virgin Islands. Let's see if they set good screens. Screens are very important to get open. Because of no hesitation, 3 or 2. The Virgin Islands is shooting the heck out the ball right now.
Tate is very aggressive.
The problem right now is on the defensive end. They got to maintain penetration, and right now they're not maintaining the penetration.
Yeah, shooting 53% from the field, 7 for 13.
Yeah, the percentage is pretty good for the first quarter. Another dribble penetration layup. See?
Virgin Islands going to have to do a better job at cutting off that baseline, sending that offender back to the middle where the help is at.
Yeah, because the second rotation is not there. And this is where the Virgin Islands have the strength, speed. They have speed. They have athleticism. Like you said, Guatemala is a very small team, but they're feisty. This girl can flat out shoot it. That's a nice box out that time by the Guatemalan team. Nice extra pass. Here comes a three. Got to get it outlet and the foul. There's a lot of fast break opportunities for the Virgin Islands if they rebound and outlet quickly, see? Because Guatemala is trying to play that full court pressure game. One good outlet and you're off to the races.
And with the ball handlers that they have, anybody can take it up the floor. Let's see if the Virgin Islands are going to use that to capitalize and get some easy buckets.
Great job by the girl, Lanis Bao. Came out very aggressively. She's going to be a big key for the Virgin Islands' success in this tournament. With the absence of Mookie, the human one-man fast break point guard, she's out with an injured knee. A lot of the pressure now is going to fall on Lanis Bao to lead this team. No good on the second. Guatemala pushes the pace. They're very patient with their offense, though. They take good shots, see. If they don't have a good shot, they dribble penetrate and find the open man.
Like I said, they're playing the whole team, and they don't seem to be too razzled. They're very confident. They look like they're in a nice little rhythm, and they're keeping this into a close ball game.
Got to catch the ball first, young lady. She got her back. Virgin Islands very poor in transition that time. Got to get back. 19-16, three-point game. VI by 3. Khadija now at the point. Former Central High School, Carib. Swing over now to the side. Reverse it now to Khadija. She penetrates strong. On the knee to another turnover.
VI need to settle down and get back into their game plan. As now they're looking like they're unwinding a little bit. Momentum, Guatemala.
This is a little different in practice where you won't see this type of pressure, this relentless in your face, always hitting you, always grabbing you. So they got to get used to it a little bit. Because right now Guatemala is outworking us a little bit. Here comes the side screen. She negates it. Reverse it to Dija. Back to Day. One dribble pull up going left. Beautifully done.
Virgin Islands have a lot of shooters on their team. They continue to move the ball as they were. They should get easy shots.
Here comes another dribble penetration. Nice rotation, but missed it. Good block. And this is where the Virgin Islands succeed. Out in transition. And the foul. So you can see the game plan. See, as long as the Virgin Islands contain dribble penetration, they're going to be in very good situation to take this one out. But Guatemala is not. It's not going to be an easy run over. They came to play.
I think the Virgin Islands, after a period of time, are just going to wear them down and wear them down. But right now, Guatemala is showing that they came to play. They're not a pushover country, and they're looking pretty impressive right now.
It's about nation pride. It's all about the pride of a nation. When you wear those colors of your nation on your jersey, it brings something out of you. It gives you that extra energy. You're not only playing for yourself, but you're representing a nation. So when you feel like quitting, you know 1 million people is watching you.
Guatemala holding for one. High screen. And number 7 is feisty. She's been getting dribble penetration the entire game.
Yeah,
here comes Tate, another.
She's getting through. So now here's the outlet. Now it's a layup. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, nice. She's showing the ball. 5 seconds. Guatemala has an opportunity to get a shot. Lost handle. Well, the opportunities are there, see.
On both sides, both teams missing key opportunities to score on the break. You're going to have to clean that up in the later part of this game.
Very entertaining to watch. It's back and forth. A lot of speed, a lot of intensity. And timeout early, Guatemala, 1.2 second first quarter. .2 seconds out of bounds on for Guatemala. Trying to get a quick shot. No layups on this set. Got to stay in. All right. Excellent defense by the Virgin Islands, see.
And there we have it at the end of the first quarter. It's the Virgin Islands 22, Guatemala 18. U.S. Virgin Islands came out, looked pretty good early on, but Guatemala was able to cut into that lead as they showed that they're here to cause some ruckus. We'll be back.
Getting ready to start the second quarter. 22-18. Virgin Islands by 4. Guatemala's ball. Side out.
Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the third game of the first day of the 2017 Women's Centrobasket Championship, hosted here in the beautiful St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Third game of the night, the host team, U.S. Virgin Islands, facing Guatemala.
Guatemala is backing off a little bit of the pressure, playing a little mind games right now. Realize that the Virgin Islands had a lot of guards. Here goes Virgin Islands in their UCLA set. Lilise, no hesitation, air ball that time. Guatemala now in the push. Virgin Islands staying man-to-man. And number 7 is a little feisty, isn't she? Wide open for 3. No good. Here come Virgin Islands now in the push. This is where they got to take advantage of their athleticism and speed. She had an opportunity to attack right there. Khadija pulled it back. Here comes the UCLA cut. No screen right there. They will try another three, in and out. Got her own rebound, strong, but lost it. Great hustle that time by Guatemala. Number 7 on her horse. Foul on the U.S. Virgin Islands, number 6, Khadija. Guatemala at the line, shooting 2.
Guatemala giving the U.S. Virgin Islands a little bit of their own remedy, pushing the ball back at them. Want to send a big shout out to my homegirl, former women's national basketball coach, Taj Abramson.
Lots of love to you, Taj.
Longtime player on the women's national team, moved on to coach.
The Virgin Islands has been blessed to have a lot of great women basketball players. Miss Piety Williams, one of the best ever. We have Lisa.
Here comes a little pressure again from Guatemala. Virgin Island easy beats it.
Here goes the human man-child. She is tough. When she gets you in the block, you're meat. At the line, shooting 2. Virgin Islands. No good on the first free throw. One more. Anisha George. Only 19 years of age.
What school is she going to right now?
I think she's in the NAIA school in Texas. No, NAIA JUCO. Wild shot by Guatemala that time. Look at the fade away, no good. Rebound, Anisha. Got to get it out. Now this is where you got to go. Here come the Virgin Islands. Guatemala is feisty to get back very quickly. Dangerous skip court pass. Oh, nice move by Day. Euro step, left hand. That was well done. Off the glass. You can see the skills and athleticism.
She brought out the goodie bag on that one. She gave it, showed you all. Between the legs, left hand, split the defenders.
It was well played. But this number 7 is very crafty. You see, she is getting wherever she wants. And in the second half, we're going to have to do a better job containing her. She's making everything goes right now for Guatemala. She's getting into the paint, drawing the defense, making the correct pass. Oh, nice crossover. She's at it again. Drops it off to the big and finishing it. She's
creating easy buckets for her teammates as she's just getting to the basket at will.
Yes, she's very hard to handle right now for the Virgin Islands team. She's small, but she's very crafty. Here go the UCLA cut. Nice backdoor by Khadija, but caught it a little bit too low. You can see some of the younger players for the Virgin Islands who are playing on this level not really adjusting too much to the physicality. You got to be very strong with a basketball, especially when you dribble in the basketball.
It's a lot different from high school ball.
And college. Here she go again. She's surveying the court. Nice bad pass. Good read. Here come Virgin Islands now on the break. And the foul.
Virgin Islands getting a lot of steals, not really capitalizing on the fast break with some of these turnovers, but let's hope that they can turn it around later on in the game.
Well, one thing is evident with the game I'm seeing so far, is Guatemala will make a turnover, but they're not giving up. They are tracing the turnover down. If they cannot get the steal, they're going to foul you and put you on the line and let you earn it. That tells me they're not going to give you anything easy. (26-22).
Virgin Islands still shooting a decent field goal percentage as they shooting 58%, 10 for 17 from the field. 6 for 11 from the free throw line for 54%.
Nice penetration right there by Guatemala. They were looking for the high-low set right there. Virgin Islands did an excellent job by taking away the high-low. And she put pressure on top of the big and penetrate the lane. I've never seen Guatemala play, but I must admit, they are well coached.
They are. You can see that they're not too jittery, being in this tournament as high as a caliber tournament as it is. They look pretty comfortable out there. There's a lot of floor movement. They have good spacing out there. They're getting good penetration. I'm seeing a lot of defense on the ball. So, like I said, they're here to play.
Yep. I'm playing. Nice pass. You got to be strong with the basketball. We're getting bumped off the block too easily. Because Guatemala.
She's going to take everybody up with her.
Yes. I'm telling you, once she gets you in the block, you are meat. She came to eat.
As we can see, the UVI Sports and Fitness Center starting to fill up a little bit. Still a lot of space left. If you're listening to me and you're in the Virgin Islands, come on down. Cheer on for the home team. If you're not in the Virgin Islands, jump on a plane, catch a flight.
Definitely. We need that support. We need you. This is our tournament since 2002. We have a tournament at this caliber right here in the Virgin Islands. You cannot afford to miss an opportunity like this. High-level basketball, physical, tough basketball.
I'm a little surprised. I'm yet to see Carrie on the floor. I don't know if she's hurt or not, but
she got you on the block.
I've seen that young lady shoot the ball, and she's one of the better female shooters in the game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, she can really shoot it. I saw her today in practice. She was not even touching the rim. It was all nets. Hopefully, she will get her opportunity. Nice shot fake that time by Guatemala. Second chance opportunity now. Here comes number 7 once again. She's crafty. She's very intelligent, smart. Virgin Islands girls, we have to be a little bit more disciplined, be a little bit more sound. They're doing a lot of penetration, but we're taller, we're bigger. We just need to stay big, stay solid, and get your rebound and be out.
Well, I want to see more U.S. Virgin Islands defenders keeping their opponent in front of them. I'm seeing a lot of dribble penetration, and at this level, you got to be able to move your feet and keep your opponent in front of you.
Well, definitely. That's really evident. I've seen it also. So it's something we'll have to improve, not only for this game, but for further game, because we just saw a super point guard for Puerto Rico, Rosario, and she was flat out dominant. 36 points.
36 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
7 rebounds and 5 assists. That was a game of all games. She was a complete floor general from Puerto Rico, Miss Rosario. She was awesome. So definitely, let's see Virgin Islands realize that evident fact that dribble penetration is what's destroying the defense right now, and everyone take pride in their man-to-man defense. It's sometimes it's all about pride.
Guatemala shooting 40% from the three-point arc. U.S. Virgin Islands 0, as they're now 0 for 3. Shooting percentages going down for both teams right now.
Second free throw from Guatemala, no good. Guatemala still pressuring up full court, but one thing, they get back. But here's the lane. Beautiful play. Oh, gotta give me that. Easy one.
You've got to pick up and stop Tate, because if you don't, she's going all the way.
Yeah, Tate has been very aggressive. Look like Guatemala going to a 2-3 zone right now. That's past the bow. Good swing. Here comes a 3. Got her own rebound, Euro step. It might get him a travel. She did caught it. Let's see the ref. Both ref made a call.
We had one ref with a travel, another ref with the foul.
Yeah, they got him with a travel. Took
Ref
a
on top of the
step
key.
right there. Oh, nobody's getting back. Oh, there you go. Good defense that time by Vicky. That's what you need. You need a lot more of that. You need a lot more on-ball defense. You got to go. Guatemala is definitely picking up. That's a beautiful crossover to the pull-up. Right now, because of the pressure, the Virgin Islands are not running too many sets. Here comes another dribble penetration. We definitely need to do a little better job with a help side defense. And a lazy pass.
U.S. Virgin Islands playing lazy basketball right now.
Tate with a nice move. She's been aggressive, though. She's been a bright spot.
Natalie Day calling Bow over to kind of settle her down, and that's what you have to do as a captain. It's your job on the floor to get your team together, settle them down. Right now, the U.S. Virgin Islands team is a little out of sync. Not really playing defense.
No, a lot of time left in the game, but it's correctable errors that's happening. You know, the rotation, the baseline help, you know, keeping your guys from the baseline, keeping your man in front of you. Could be a little nervousness for the Virgin Islands team finally playing in front of their home fans. But, you know, hopefully they'll shake it off and start playing a lot better.
And again, you got to remember, it's not because they're the home team that they're not a little nervous also. You know, they have a lot to give playing in front of their home fans. Like you said, in 16 years, of course, you know they want to do good. So they have some butterflies, too, that they need to get rid of before they start playing good basketball.
Yep. Well said. See, we're all human. Guatemala still is going to put that heat on. And that's one good thing that you got to say with Guatemala. They're not giving Virgin Islands time to think. And that's what pressure does. It makes you uncomfortable. As you can see the jitteriness right now in number 5. Nice back door.
Beautiful back door. 13 not able to handle it. Shot clock problem. Shot clock did not move from 24. Good job by the officiating crew for catching that.
What do you think about the Virgin Island philosophy not trying to pick up the guards a couple times over half court to see if they can handle it?
Well, I think it's definitely not in their favor. They need to see if they can handle the pressure. Guatemala is pressuring the U.S. Virgin Islands. They need to return the favor.
Yeah.
See if they can get a couple turnovers.
Yes, like Coach
get
said,
some easy
pressure
baskets.
teams don't like to be pressured, and pressing teams don't like to be pressed. Yeah, 3-point lead right now for the Virgin Islands. 4-point lead, sorry. 31-27. 3:35 before the half. Virgin Islands go through their 1-4 set once again, but they're in a zone set now for Guatemala. Ghana with another offensive foul. I've seen more offensive foul in this game. Guatemala is switching defense, see? From man to zone.
I've got to wonder if the officiating crew before the game got together and said among themselves that that's something they're going to look at. That's about the 4th offensive foul in this game.
Yes. And they do meet and they do talk about how they would like to set the tone for the game. But we have the privilege to watch the first 2 games. And the first 2 games was, I must say, a lot more physical than this one.
Virgin Islands playing a lot of sloppy basketball right now. turning the ball over. And they're not looking that comfortable.
Despite all that, see, the positive is the Virgin Islands is still leading. And Guatemala is giving them a good test. But there are a lot of errors in this first half that needs to be corrected. Especially if we want to make one of those 3 spots for the America's Cup. The Tate has been a bright spot, no good on the pull-up that time.
And now the VI team is looking a little tired.
31-29, side out, Guatemala. Dangerous play. Dribble handoff. There's a flotadora, no good. But it's evident that Guatemala cannot play that well without number 7. Number 7 is the floor general for Guatemala. If she's out the game, I don't think Guatemala will win this game. It's not the same type of flow offensively.
Victoria Hamilton.
Now is the opportunity now for the Virgin Islands team to extend this lead before going into the half. The most important part of every basketball game is the last 2 minutes of every quarter. And this is the opportunity to stretch. When we get into the line, well, we got to start making them. At 33-29, Virgin Islands back at the line shooting 2. 1:58 before the half.
Victoria Hamilton back at the stripe again.
I'm going to anticipate that number 7 is going to come back into the game for Guatemala pretty soon.
She had to spend a lot of energy as she consistently pushed the ball back at the Virgin Islands defenders. Let's see how long the Guatemala coach can keep her out.
Yeah, she was making things happen. She was giving her teammates easy shots. Now without her, Guatemala is forced to run their entire offense. And it's not as smooth.
Virgin Islands still in their man-to-man and have a little half-court pressure.
Double high ball screen. Okay, nice rotation that time to the side, to the baseline. First time they cut off the baseline. You can see Guatemala need number 7.
And definitely on that position, the Virgin Islands was a little better in their help side defense.
Very good help side. The first time they let someone penetrate baseline and change direction. So the adjustment is being made. Tell. An excellent half-court defense by the Virgin Islands. Shot clock violation. Yeah, I'm thinking number 7. Well, I'm not a coach for Guatemala, but maybe we did him a favor there.
I'm willing to bet that she'll be back in this game pretty soon, as Guatemala seems to be out of sync on the offensive end. They're not getting quite the penetration that they got when number 7 was in the game.
Well, the coach sent the same team out for Guatemala. Aldana is still on the bench. These last 133 could be a close game, and if the Virgin Islands go on a little 5-0 run, it could be a 10-point game. Probably you got to make the defender commit before you make that pass. Always with a 3-2 break, if no one comes in front of you to commit, you got to take that all the way to the hole.
Once again, if you're following us on the web, welcome. Leave a comment on the page. Let us know where you're repping. If you're from the U.S. Virgin Islands, from Guatemala, or you're from one of the other countries participating in this tournament.
First shots was good. Now up to 7. Second shot's good. Just like I said, we played this game a long time, see. The last 2 minutes is key. And I think Guatemala is making a very big mistake leaving their best player on the bench. And now they're struggling to get any type of offensive flow.
Look at the pressure from the U.S. Virgin Islands team.
Nice. They got lucky right there. Virgin Islands off to the races. But they have to be aggressive with a 3-on-2 break.
Vasquez now with 6 points for Guatemala.
Bad turnover that time for the Virgin Islands. Just got out muscle off the ball. A nice read. .1 seconds before the half. 6-point game. Virgin Islands by 6. Oh, bad communication. Good help. That's a very good help by Khadija that time. When you have a guard-to-guard screen, see, is always a well-known fact. You got to call switch.
Nisbao setting it up, holding it for one shot.
She just need to relax.
Day with the jab. And one. Natalie Day trying to power up. Got the foul.
Well, definitely if you're watching this first half, you can see Guatemala like to put their hands in the cookie jar. Virgin Islands need to go strong to the hole and rip that ball through their hands, and they will get the call every time because they are sticking their hands in. First shot's good. Yeah, we call that putting your hand in the cookie jar. Get your hand out.
And the floor general for Guatemala still on the bench. You've got to question if she's hurting or she's not in foul trouble. So it's kind of curious as to why she's still on the bench.
Aldana has sat out almost 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter. And she's been playing very well, controlling the game. Now Guatemala can't even get a shot.
Great
First
defense.
half in the books. 39-31, Virgin Islands by 8. What do you think about the first half, C?
Well, I was very impressed by Guatemala as they came out. They showed a lot of heart and a lot of fight. Aldana for Guatemala, number 7, she proven that she could have gotten to the basket anytime that she wanted, and she created some easy baskets for a team. We didn't see her for most part of the second quarter, and I'm not sure why that was, but look for her to come back strong again in the second half. On the Virgin Islands side, they came out pretty strong and got a little frazzled in the second quarter. Looked like they settled down the last 2 minutes of the half to have an 8-point lead. So this one looked like it's going to be a back and forth for the rest of the game.
Well, I definitely concur with you, and I'm hoping to see the defensive adjustment the Virgin Islands made after half, because dribble penetration was a key and help side defense was definitely a key. And offensively, they have to attack once they defeat that early pressure. 3 against 2, you should always try to get a layup, always, first. So I'd like to see those adjustments, and hopefully we'll have a great second half. Well, the second half getting ready to start. 39-31, Virgin Islands by 8. Guatemala have side out. And like I said, this is where we will see the adjustments. Let's see the adjustments as Guatemala's number 7 is back in the game, Alada. Dribble penetration.
And guess who's back in the game?
Number 7, Alada. Trying to get Guatemala some easy shots. But she basically penetrates the pass, see. As long as the Virgin Islands stay solid, at least keep her in front. That should be a trap right there. Nice pass. Here comes Alada for 3. Oh, she's simply everything. She's tough.
Not quite sure why she was out the game that long, but I can bet the coach is not going to make that same mistake twice.
Nah, she's been the difference right now for Guatemala. She's bringing the energy. Nice dribble handoff right there. Good pass. That's a nice pass. Nice run set by the Virgin Islands, that time off the UCLA set. Coach Wheelo loved that UCLA cut. It's a very, very nice offense as long as everyone does their job, setting good back screens, cutting off the screen hard. Oh, nice steal. Here come Virgin Islands now pushing the pace. She should have took. Oh, nice pass. Oh, another missed layup. Oh, but she didn't give up. They didn't give up at all.
They missing the bunny. Here comes Hamilton with the pull-up jump shot.
That's what she can do. She's one of the best shooters. No good that time, but Alada is right back at you. Nice hands that time. And the break is on for the Virgin Islands. Hopefully, she said, surely I couldn't miss this one, see. Virgin Islands starting to contain the dribble penetration. Somebody lost on defense that time, but you can see the philosophy of some of these teams from South America. They would rather take a jump shot than a layup. That time she was wide open for a jump shot, and she shook a short corner layup.
Another easy miss by Victoria Hamilton.
Here
comes Aldana. And she's very good at keeping her dribble. Kind of reminds me of Steve Nash. She's not going to pick up that dribble unless she's ready to do something with the ball.
Yeah, Aldana is well versed. You can see she's well schooled. She understands the movement. She's not rattled by penetrating and shooting up a wild runner or hook shot. She's going to take her time, survey the defense, and try to make the correct pass. That's a sign of a good point guard. And she's even picking up full court. Right now, she and Lenise have a nice little battle going on. Here goes Tate going baseline. Good help. Nice pass to the top to Vic. That's her move, and that's her shot. She's starting to get the rhythm, see, and the Virgin Islands is starting to make these adjustments, settling down and realizing that their talent is a little bit higher than Guatemala right now.
Good help side by Hamilton.
Nice kick out. No good. The Virgin Islands now should be off to the races. An outlet and push. She should be pushing that ball. Needs to get it on the right hand. Oh.
And that's what I was telling you in the first half. I think eventually the Virgin Islands team is going to wear down Guatemala.
Got him with a travel. But that's one thing in FIBA. Once you get that ball on the block, you have to survey who are around you. That time, number 14 for the Virgin Islands, she just caught it and went, and she was surrounded by 3 players. Got to see that, kick that ball out, and get a layup. Nice spin move, but rejected.
Good help side defense by the Virgin Islands. If they're doing a better job now.
With a help side defense.
Help side defense.
So we can see the adjustments. And that's a sign of good coaching and good understanding of the game. It's what's happening in front of you. Lanise fell asleep right there by Aldana. Probably got away with a double dribble. Here comes Aldana again. Oh, she got away with a carry. A lot of things get away in FIBA. You just got to keep playing.
Oh, you
That's a
can't
very good
stop on
smart
that
hustle.
play.
Nice job by the Virgin Islands and Miss Tate. That was well done. The Guatemalan player, she gave up on the basketball and can't do that.
Can't
do
stop
that.
playing till that ball goes out of bounds or you hear that whistle.
You can't do that.
Tate with a great heads-up play, showing a lot of hustle, was able to track the ball down to get the easy deuce.
Right now, Virgin Islands starting to enforce their athleticism and power. They know they're a lot more quicker, a lot stronger, a lot bigger. Guatemala have to try to find some type of offensive flow. They're going double high ball screen. Not a good pass again, another turnover. And it looks like, and there's the hand in the cookie jar. The hand is in the cookie jar. Virgin Islands has to know the girls are going to be ripping for the ball. You got to swing through the hands. You're going to get the call.
Small timeout by the Guatemalan coach as he sees his team's a little frazzled right now. Quick timeout to see if he can get them settled and back in this game.
Back to live action right now. Guatemala coming off that double high ball screen. Here goes Alada. Nice pass. That's what she's doing. She is finding every easy play for the Guatemalan players. The Guatemalan players, she's the engine.
Smart point guard. Using her advantage, her quickness to get to the basket, to get her teammates some easier buckets.
She really understands what's happening. Double team in the corner, very dangerously. Nice swing, 4 seconds. Got to get it up with a fade. Not a good set that time for the Virgin Islands. Guatemala down by 11. That's a quick backdoor hitter. It's not there. Here goes Alada.
Guatemala now they smoke great defense by Lenise Bao.
Wow, what a beautiful shot. And Guatemala's not going away. Just like that, back down to 9. Nice kick ahead pass. Nice penetration, stopping. Can't make the easy one. Oh, look at the Ewer shake. Yeah, she is super tough.
She's not letting her size be an Achilles heel for her. She's going at those players. She's taking it to them.
And she knows what she wants to do. She's sizing you up. She's taking you off the dribble. She's making the right pass, making the right reads. There she's one more time with a floater. Virgin Islands now with numbers. Nice pump fake. One dribble pull up. Extra pass, Virgin Islands with a second chance opportunity.
And Carey is not looking for a shot, and she's a three-point shooter. She had several, she takes that one, several opportunities to take a wide open shot and
The shot clock violation that time. Got to get it up. He didn't touch the rim, and Guatemala started playing with a lot more energy. They was on the verge of getting a knockout punch, but you got to play every possession. Still in the game.
It's a game of possessions.
Nice duck in, nice pass. And the fadeaway is good by number 14 for Guatemala.
Great entry pass as she got the defender deep in the post.
Right back at you for the Virgin Islands.
Let's see if that gets Carey going, as she's now on the board with 2 points. High screen and roll by Guatemala. Little teamwork by the officiating crew right there as they work together. This VI team has so many players that can bring the ball up. As you can see now, Lenise Bauer was playing.
Oh, nice swing through that time. That was well done by Tate. That ball got reversed, she was ready, she caught it, and she swung with the momentum of the pass and drove the left-hand lane. That was well done.
Very aggressive player, high energy.
And truthfully, the Virgin Islands should have a lot of mismatches because Guatemala bigs cannot stay with the Virgin Islands bigs. They can take them off the dribble anytime.
Back up to 11-point lead. The USVI tries to extend. And we still haven't seen them picked up full court pressure for the night to see if this Guatemala team can handle the pressure.
Especially when Aldana goes out the game. I think we should extend our defense because Aldana is the only point guard or ball handler out there who a lot more crafty, a lot more shifty, who knows what she wants to do. But the rest of Guatemalan players, they are more catch and pass and move it, screen. Somebody fell asleep right there.
Great out-of-bound play.
Those should never happen. Those are mental breakdowns. Guatemala now goes to 2-3 zone.
Hamilton got away with the push.
Yeah, that definitely could have been an offensive foul. But like I say, anything happen in FIBA, you got to be ready. The game is tough. The game is physical. You got to be mentally tough, and you got to be on the grind. Nice look at the baseline help this time. The Virgin Islands have made that adjustment. No baseline layup, and now we have a 4-on-1 break. Oh. Skip pass out to the side.
Although she made it, she had an easier pass with the trailer coming down the middle of the floor.
Man, basketball has changed, see, from the time we played. A 4-on-1 break and you shoot a 3. That never happened. We were going for layups. Now they're going for 3s. With Guatemala right back at you with a pull-up 3. Nice pass, nice cut.
That's one of those plays when you kick it out with a 4-on-1, you better make it, because if you don't, you're coming on the bench.
Yes. Coming down, pulling up. No one knows. No offensive rebound, no positioning. Got to make that shot. First shot by the Virgin Islands. No good, but I must say, I'm super impressed with Guatemala and their toughness. You come in and playing the host team. We have been in many situations like that, many tournaments we've been to, and we've played the host team, and everyone is expecting us to get beat by 40 or 50, and we show up and let them know, hey, the Virgin Islands came to play.
Yeah, this definitely is not a vacation for them. They mean business. They came here to do something. And, you know, kind of put the Guatemala country on the map as far as basketball goes. I'm pretty sure before this tournament, a lot of people probably didn't even have them in the conversation to move on. I think after watching them play tonight, you have to, you know, prepare for this Guatemala team.
You must. and they're very physical. They are super physical. You got to prepare for their physicality, for their energy. You definitely got to prepare for Aldana, because she's coming. Now, the only problem for Guatemala is now that she's not on the court, when she has to go to the bench and get a breather, because she's extended so much energy, can the Virgin Islands take control? So that's why Guatemala has switched to that zone.
Big shout out to Ron Riches and the USVI Basketball Federation. They did an excellent job getting this tournament together. Beautiful logo in the middle of the floor. USVI colors. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gym, a nice setting. The Virgin Islands right now is absolutely beautiful. If you're looking for a vacational spot, there's no better place right now than the Virgin Islands. We're on the beautiful capital island of St. Thomas. Also, you can also visit St. Croix and St. John. Don't forget our brothers over there in Tortola in the BVI. So the Virgin Islands, where's that, see?
No boundaries, no borders. You don't need that passport. Beautiful people, beautiful food, beautiful weather. And of course, for the next 4 to 5 nights, beautiful women's basketball.
Well, we're getting to the free throw line, see, but we're not making any of them. We got to start putting some of these in. Anxious to see the free throw percentage, the Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands shooting 69%, 18 for 26. So that's a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely.
And, you know, they
points.
always says, you know, if a game comes down to close, you always want to watch your free throws. Right now, 64% the Virgin Islands shooting from the free throw line.
And just flat out right now, Guatemala is playing with so much energy. They are beating Virgin Islands to that second ball. But here's the run out that I was talking about early in the game. And that plays there the whole game, because Guatemala is picking up full court on the jump. I've never really seen a team at this level does that. Full court press and make and miss.
Well, they got to go with, they know they're undermanned, they're undersized. So what they're trying to do is create a lot of pressure, see if they can get some steals and get some easy buckets to get them back in this game.
Definitely, well said. We call that junking up the game, just being scrappy, just all in your face for 90 feet. 13.1 second, third quarter. That's the young lady right here. She has such a beautiful release, nice stroke, excellent follow through on her shot, nice spin. A very good shooter. I'm very surprised she haven't gotten a lot more shots since Guatemala went into the zone, but I'm hoping she gets some more looks. Nice hustle, but good pass. Well, one more quarter remaining. See, Virgin Islands by 12.
3 in the books. Virgin Islands 58 and Guatemala 46. But this little team from Guatemala has a lot of fight in them. Look for them to come to the last 10 minutes and try to cut into that lead.
Well, we're back to live action C, and one more quarter remaining. Last 10 minutes. Let's see how this game is going to finish out.
Well, Guatemala is going to have to do it one possession at a time. They're going to have to force some turnovers, get some easy buckets, get a couple of stops, but they cannot trade baskets with this U.S. Virgin Islands team.
They definitely can't. But they're struggling really to find some type of offensive flow without their superior point guard. But let's see how long the coach will keep her out. She's a big part in getting them into their sets, getting the players easier shots. But they're not going to quit.
I'm wondering it's because she's such a liability on defense. But if you look at her on defense, she's putting a lot of pressure on the ball. So she's giving it to you on both ends. So I can't understand, unless she's just fatigued from how she's on both sides of the floor, why she's out the game.
Now they're going back to the zone. I'm hoping number 13 find the area so she can get her shots. She's going to get trapped right there. Well, I think right now, even though you would like to play a lot of the players, the coach should probably have some of his more seasoned veterans in the game. Put this one out of bed for the first 5 minutes. The longer you allow teams to stay in the game, the more confident they get, the more pressure on the home team. Second chance opportunity now for Guatemala. Virgin Islands with a nice steal. Now with a push and a run out.
Well, he definitely have a lot of his younger players in the game right now, as Tate seems to be the only starter on the floor right now.
Yeah, he's going with the youth.
But that's telling you that he has some trust in his young players. Up by 10 points with a lot of time left, and you have a lot of your bench players in the game right now, shows that he has a lot of confidence in them.
And it's a good experience for them, obviously. But, you know, now it's winning time. See, we know what that is. Got to ride with your big guns.
I can guarantee you if it gets under 6 points, we're going to see the starters back in the game. As a coach, you also want your players to feel like you have confidence in them, putting them in a situation like this.
Well, he's not going to wait until 6 points, though, see. He's bringing back in Lanice right now. 2 starters back in the game. I'm anxious to see why they're playing a zone and number 13 is not getting no shot. There she is. She is one of the best shooters in the tournament, see?
Boy, I need to get those lottery numbers because you can see the future. You called it before it happened.
Well, I've played the game, man. We both played the game. We know where the ball needs to go. I'm a point guard. She's one of the best shooters in the gym. They are playing a zone. She needs to touch the ball. Nice dive.
Oh, good move.
Good help side defense there. The Virgin Islands is definitely collapsing on the ball. I don't think Guatemala see the time. And there's another shot clock violation. Excellent defense by the Virgin Islands. Now, how long will Guatemala stay in the zone? And better yet, how long will they keep their point guard out?
Let's see if the VI can find number 13 again. She's now on the other side.
Yeah, she needs to keep moving. There she is.
She's on the right side of the floor. Good
nice pass. Nice pass. It was well done. And she needs to keep looking for a shot. James is a very good shooter. I tell you, I saw her today at shoot-around. She hit about 20 shots in a row. It never touched the rim. That last shot she made didn't even touch the rim. You have a shooter like that, you got to find her. And first shot for the Virgin Islands is good. I'm trying to build upon the lead. Second shot for the Virgin Islands, good. 13-point game, starting to have a little breathing room. Taking the advantage with Aldana on the bench. That's a huge advantage because Lopez is solid, but she doesn't do the dribble penetration and find the players, and that's a bad pass, and you have to get Aldana back in the game or this one is over. This one is so over. Unless she's hurt, see, I really don't understand the philosophy of the Guatemala coach right now.
Yeah, they definitely need out there to kind of settle down their offense, kind of be that floor general that she has been the entire game. Right now, they're just all over the place.
Yeah, she has to go back in the game. And another nice dribble penetration and the foul. Virgin Islands going back to the line, shooting 2. And just like we said, here comes Aldana. I know without her, Guatemala cannot go. She's the engine.
And they kind of missed that. I think number 10 has 5 fouls. She actually played an extra possession with those 5 fouls.
Wow. Can you believe that?
The horn blew, but they continue playing. Let me see. Number 11. And that's correct. She do have 5 fouls. So she got an extra possession in with her 5 fouls.
That's Cardenas for
She's
for
done.
Guatemala.
She's done for the night. 4 points.
First shot for the Virgin Islands is good. Virgin Islands start making good on their free throws. Like I said, this is the first game for all of the teams. They're feeling each other out. They're a little nervous and a little jittery. I guarantee tomorrow the games are going to be a lot better, a lot crisper, because now all of the anxiety, all of the months of training, the weeks of going against each other, now you're finally getting to play against competition. It's only going to serve all the teams in this tournament well.
Yeah, you get a good night's sleep. You get to get that first game out of the way. All the jitters out. So definitely tomorrow these players are going to be a lot more relaxed. You'll probably see a lot better basketball. We saw a lot of sloppy play today.
Here comes number
there
13.
She goes.
There goes. She's one of the best shooters. See what is going on out here.
I don't know, but I don't know how long Guatemala is going to be able to stay in that zone.
Yeah, they have to come out because now the Virgin Islands has recognized.
Did you see that half-court pass from Aldana?
She's amazing. She is small. She's compact. She's like a little mini Barrera. I hope he's not watching. He's going to get mad with me, but she's so compact, so strong, so fast. I like her game a lot. Nice help side defense by the Virgin Islands, doing a much, much better job. Nice kick ahead. And there's the layup that I was talking about. And now the Virgin Islands up by 20 and starting to stretch this one out.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time before the VI was able to wear Guatemala out.
Yeah, the Virgin Islands definitely have more athleticism, more talent, more speed, more height. Guatemala was just playing on pure will and heart, and you have to commend them for representing their country well. But at the end of the day, at this level, you do need that talent. No good on the first free throw for Guatemala. And time is at essence 6 minutes, 6:05 exactly to go, down by 20. No good on 2 free throws.
No good.
Virgin Islands kick ahead. No good on the jump shot, but there goes the strength, there goes the power.
I don't know if you realize it, but Natalie Day was the one that brought the ball down, kicked it over to the right side, and was able to get the rebound.
That's hustle, that's determination, that's will, that's want. And you know what? The Virgin Islands is starting to figure out this aggressive type of game, that now they're starting to stick their hands in and get in deflections.
If they're not going to call it, you got to try.
You got to do it. Timeout, Guatemala.
USVI 72, Guatemala 50.
Well, Virgin Islands at the line shooting 2 free throws. James has found her stroke, made 2 threes. I'm telling you, she's one of the best shooters in this tournament.
U.S. Virgin Islands was able to wear Guatemala team down as they kept it pretty close for the majority of this game, but experience and, just deeper bench. This U.S. Virgin Islands team just was a little bit too much for the Guatemala team.
But Guatemala is not going to be an easy opponent. We can say that for them. Whoever they got to face in the remainder of the tournament, they're going to have to bring it because these girls are feisty. They play hard. They dive on the floor. They hustle. So you're going to feel some pain playing them.
USVI with a pretty good outing. They have some cleaning up to do. Still my opinion that Puerto Rico was the better looking team of the night.
I definitely agree. I thought Puerto Rico sent the message to all the teams here that they are the #1 seed. And like you said, the Virgin Islands, if we want to beat a team like Puerto Rico, which is not impossible, by the way, but we have to make sure all these little details, help side defense, making the correct pass, diving for loose ball, not turning the ball over. We definitely got to make sure we correct those.
Just got to clean it up. It has nothing to do with the size of the country. I remember the year we went down to Mexico with about 9 players.
Yes. And we played against Al Horford and Francisco Garcia and all those NBA players for the Dominican Republic. And we came away with a win.
Came away victorious, lost to Puerto Rico in the championship game.
Yep.
Puerto Rico team that had on Carlos Arroyo and J.J. Barrera.
Of all the medals I've won with the Virgin Islands team, and I have 11 of them, that was the one I loved the most. And I have 5 gold medals. And that silver was one of the best because we were so on demand with just the heart and the will of us going down there, defeating guys with NBA players.
I definitely would have to agree with you. We just had everything clicking on all cylinders that first game against DR. From the start of the game to the end, it was just pure heart from the Virgin Islands team. But back to the action.
Here, Aldana with another nice penetration and kick. I think the coach definitely made a mistake taking her out the game at a crucial point to the game, but hopefully he will understand that you'll have to steal rest from her at some point. Maybe you might not want her to play so hard on defense in terms of picking up full court so you don't weigh her down.
Yeah.
But you can't take her out the game.
Yeah, you definitely need her on the offensive end. She creates easy baskets for her teammates. It's obvious she gets to the bucket, penetration, and she's just a total floor leader out there on the court, settles her team down. They definitely looks like a better team once she's on the floor.
Definitely. Well, to the Virgin Islands' credit, they took advantage of her on the bench, and now this game is definitely out of hand. If you see the score tomorrow, you'll think that the Virgin Islands totally dominated the game, and we're first to tell you it was not a 26-point game. This game was very close, very physical, and Guatemala was definitely pushing the Virgin Islands to the brink. Oh, nice read. She shot the gap. She got the steal. Oh, she blew the layup. Aldana, nice pass out to the 3. A dangerous play that time. That could have been a foul. Another kick ahead because look at the Guatemalan players. All 4 players are in the backcourt trying to pressure the ball.
Hey,
it's a crazy strategy, but you can give up a lot of layups like that. You got to get back in defensive transition.
I think Jones is moving her way up on the bench at the coach's side. She had a pretty good outing today.
Definitely. She's played very well.
There she goes again. I mean, she's just nifty with her ball handling. She doesn't really pick up her dribble until she's sure she's ready to pass the ball. Not a scorer, like you said. When she penetrates, she's penetrating the dish.
She's looking to pass. But she has a very good idea where the help is going to come from, where she needs to go with the ball. I think right now the coach should try to save her for the next game. With the lead already out of hand, you definitely don't want no one to get hurt right now. Come the Virgin Islands, and like we said, points are very key in these tournaments. So you got to keep scoring. These games are point spreads, so it's no mercy rule. It's none of that. You got to keep playing.
Tate getting caught with her hand in the cookie jar, trying to get the steal. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left in our final game of the night. First day, 2017, Women's Centrobasket Championship. Top 3 teams moving on to
the America's Cup.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a very big tournament, and more skilled teams, tougher teams. Brazil.
It doesn't get any easier as you move up.
As you go up, you got to bring it. I mean, a lot of people see these games and they think that these teams just get here. No, you got to fight. You got to fight to get to the top. And as you go to the top, you're going to meet tougher and tougher opponents.
Brazil has several WNBA players on their team.
Yes. Yeah, they're the cream of the crop in South America. They're tough.
Well, when you get to that level, they bring out the big dogs. It's no longer the B team.
And fortunately and unfortunately for the Virgin Islands, we are in the toughest region in the world. We have the number 1 and the number 2 players, teams, countries, USA, Argentina, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic,
is in Cuba in our region?
I mean, it's not easy to get out of our region, but for some reason, we always competed against the bigger boys. (81-53) right here, live action, and the Virgin Islands have taken full control over Guatemala and definitely start the tournament off on the right foot. Always want to get that first W.
Great bounce pass.
Guatemala's still scrappy, though. They're not giving up. They're playing. I think number 5 for the Virgin Islands have to get a little stronger, C. White. I've seen her in a couple possessions. She gets bumped very easily off the ball.
Yeah.
And to play at this level against better teams, she has to be a little stronger with the basketball.
Yeah, she's definitely not looking like the same player I saw in Tortola. They had a lot more confidence.
She has to be a little stronger because she's getting bumped off the ball too easily. That means she's straight up. She's not bent. Her legs are not spread to get that wide base, and she's just getting bumped left and right. So she has to work on that. Because believe me, in this tournament, you will get touch.
Virgin Islands now in a penalty, as both teams will be shooting. Bonus to finish this game. Coach for the U.S. Virgin Islands now clearing his bench to see what some of his young players have to bring to the
no good on
table.
the first free throw. Still trying to scrap away, trying to get some extra points. They're still fighting, though. They're not going down without a fight. Air ball. 1 minute remaining, C. His hand in the cookie jar. Bonus. Well, as always, C, it's been a pleasure calling the game with you. A constant pro.
I feel like I'm back out there on the court.
Yeah.
I need to lace them up.
I'm telling you, all the intensity, all the fibers, the nervousness, everything is back.
Couple months in November, we will be having the senior men's national team here in the Virgin Islands. That's going to be an exciting time.
Oh, man. You know I'm not missing that.
They come back home for the first time since 2002 for international competition.
Yeah, basketball is right back in the Virgin Islands where it needs to be. We have the talent now. We definitely need to take it to the next level.
53 seconds left in this one, as it's all Virgin Islands.
Guatemala still running their offense. Nobody's doing anything undisciplined. They're still going through their system. And that's a sign of a disciplined team. They're just on demand in terms of talent. That's not a good foul, but right there you could see another example. She gets rattled very easily from contact.
Don't forget, starting tomorrow again, starting at 3 o'clock. More action, second day of the tournament. And I got to check to see if they have the schedule out for tomorrow.
Well, it's only going to get better from here on in, see.
But we're going to be here all week. Women's basketball, Centrobasket. Come on down, UVI Fitness Center. See some awesome basketball.
She just lost her footing right there. With 20 seconds remaining.
I always get so nervous when I see the females hit the ground in women basketball.
Yeah, they do have a lot of knee problems in female basketball because of their knee and their structure, how they develop. So you'll see a lot of women get a lot of knee problems.
And as I said that,
and hopefully she'll be all right for Guatemala. Definitely don't want to see no one get hurt, especially at the end of the game when the game is pretty much out of reach.
That's Rosales. Let's hope that she's all right and she can continue throughout the rest of the tournament. It's not too bad of an injury. I always want to see the players return back home safe and uninjured.
Definitely. And hopefully she can go enjoy some beach tomorrow, get her knee well. Another shot clock violation, and the Virgin Islands crowd can feel it now because the first W is going to be in the books in 7 seconds. And Guatemala is
Let's see
still
if they're going
pressing
to try to
full court.
score. And they look like they're just going to hold for this one.
Yeah, Virgin Islands not going to try to score. And that's the end of the game, see. Virgin Islands victorious, 82-58. Great start for the VI team. A lot to improve upon, but it's always good to improve upon a W. See?
A good showing by the Virgin Islands team. They was real scrappy at times. Natalie Day was the leading scorer with 21 points. Tate and Jones chipped in with 18, and Victoria Hamilton with 12. Like I said, the first day got the jitters out, but the most important thing is this VI team got the win.
Yeah, that's right. That's all it is. So from Kevin the Voice Shepherd to Calvert White, we'll see you tomorrow. The action continues.
That's a wrap.